Mercedes-Benz C-Class shoppers have a performance variant in the new C450 AMG. Now the C450 replaces last year's C400, and if you're wondering if this is just a tarted up version of that car, well, it isn't. Now visually, the C450 looks pretty much like a C300 with the optional sport package. Best way to tell the two cars apart, the grille. 1 bar here on the 450, 2 bars on the 300. Around back, you've got splitters for the tailpipes. Those are just cosmetic, because if you look through them, there's actually still just 2 tailpipes. Now speaking of exhaust, you take the C450's driving modes, you dial them over to their sportiest settings, and the car does have kind of a blatting, hissing, popping exhaust noise just as you get off the gas. Kind of a cool effect there. Performance also matches the noise here. I always thought the C400 was a little bit of a glorified version of the C300, already a pretty quick car, but the C450 takes that performance envelope and just pushes it to another discernible level here. Now, by the numbers, Mercedes-Benz says C450 does 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. That's versus 5.2 seconds in the C400. But the visceral effect is actually pretty good, pretty sudden here. There's very good throttle response, accelerator response from a get-go and at speed. Lots of torque coming from the drivetrain, from 2,000 RPM all the way up to redline. It just crests and has a nice flat torque peak, very easy to pass slower traffic, and a nice smooth sort of revving crescendo. A really, really nice overall power band here. 7-speed automatic transmission, all-wheel drive, both of those are standard in the C450 AMG. The automatic transmission, pretty quick to downshift, kicks you down 2-3 gears at once whenever you need, holds lower gears very nicely, doesn't upshift too soon. All-wheel drive does keep the car a little more planted than some performance enthusiasts may want. It's not really a kind of drift master of a car, but you can kind of work the tail out a little bit on some lift throttle applications as you kind of work it through mid-corner. Ride quality, an adaptive suspension is standard here in the C450 AMG. Certainly firmer than in the C300s that we have driven. Still pretty good in terms of isolation, though. You can feel the car firm up as you dial it over to its sportier modes. And there still is a lot of body motion at lower speeds when you get over rapid elevation changes, things like ruts in the road, manhole covers. That just comes from the fact that overall the C-Class, though a pretty comfortable car, is still a smaller car, so not a terribly long wheelbase to kind of deal with some of that stuff. Now inside the C450, still being a C-Class, has the same excellent cabin materials that helped the redesigned car earn Cars.com's Best of 2015 award. Reliability for this generation hasn't been so great out the gate, but this C450 should still increase the car's overall appeal, being sort of an AMG light version that seems more AMG than not.